Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. And now your host, Kyle Ruff.
Trying to avoid that incest poem, but you know what? Just put it on mute and watch it anyway. That's what I do.
Welcome to the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.
That's
everybody.
a great way to start.
I'm going to edit that out. I am your host yet again, Kyle Ruff, and joining me is Mr. Jared Mull. Say hello.
What's going on?
As well as the man, the myth, the legend, the Burger Prince who was promised, Styles Manchez, a.k.a. Miles Sanchez.
Hey, what's up, guys, out there in listening land?
Is that like Legoland?
Nah, dude, it's way worse.
It's just all ASMR.
It's
shit,
all
like when you're walking
ASMR.
around.
Just
I didn't know what that was.
There's just someone in the corner just like tapping a bell.
What does ASMR stand for?
No fucking
You know?
audio symmetry metric.
Sensatory,
yeah,
Right.
it's audio sensatory
mammogram.
replacement.
Absolutely, mammogram,
replacement.
for sure.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just weird people doing weird sound effects. And our roommate has a buddy of his from high school who has an ASMR channel where he like taps on
Yeah,
shit.
Dan was
He's
showing me.
got like 1 million subscribers.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah.
don't have 100.
Yeah, we don't got shit.
Come on, guys. What do I got to do? Suck on a microphone?
Are we not as good as that guy? Because I'm insulted.
Fuck, apparently not.
No.
Apparently not.
So-
Anyways, so now that we've degraded ourselves to less than a guy who taps on a table for a living, we want to talk about a few random things today. Obviously, we're still in the midst of no comedy really happening anywhere. But,
COVID-19.
We just watched the news.
COVID-19.
yeah.
That's funny, I think.
It's funny watching cities burn to the ground. That's what's happening right now. But not to get into anything like that. But we did do an online open mic last week.
How was
Jared
that?
and myself. Jared, how did you feel about it?
It was weird. It was
Well,
super.
I can imagine.
Actually, it wasn't. It was nice. Like trying to get back into that whole I'm telling jokes. I'm up here. This is my spot for 3 minutes type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It was just weird because it was kind of a dry run, I think. So it was just mostly the comedians. I think there's a few people that were like audience members, but
Yeah, I think there was it was a trial run. I think there was 2 or 3 who weren't actually comics who were just kind of watching.
yeah.
Something like that.
But no, it was different, but it was cool. It was just nice getting back on the grind a little bit.
It felt good to just do it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, especially like with new jokes that I wrote over quarantine that I needed to work on. So it was nice to actually like verbalize it and see what I needed to do differently.
Yeah.
Probably really nice to debut that clean ass Mighty Ducks jersey that you got on.
Oh yeah, dude.
Dude, that
The
thing's
thing is
so
so
sick.
fresh, dude.
So
I love that
sick.
jersey.
Call the doctor. It's so sick, dude. Jelly. I need to get me a hockey jersey. I don't have any hockey teams to support. So like,
Dude, just go for the coolest jersey. Like get up.
that's what I'm gonna have to do. But I kind of feel like you also have to at least kind of like the town. You know, like
I mean, I don't like the Coyotes, but I want a Coyotes jersey.
Yeah, I was about
really
to say that old school
bad.
Coyotes
That 90s
jersey,
Coyote
is,
jersey
so
is so dope.
what city is
tight.
that one from?
Phoenix, yeah.
Ooh. I might
Phoenix
fuck-
Coyotes, man.
Phoenix Coyotes.
Yeah, I might have to go fuck with that for sure.
It was pretty cool.
Dude, literally just look up CCM jerseys on eBay. It's like the best thing ever.
All right, I'm gonna have to do that. eBay?
Yeah, dude.
People still eBay things?
Fuck
eBay is actually good right now because Amazon is so bogged down.
Yeah.
Amazon, like 2-day shipping takes like 10 days.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes, dude, like shit randomly is like, oh, you'll get that tomorrow. I'm like, this
Yeah.
I'll get tomorrow, but like I didn't even ask to get this tomorrow. Like, but like you'll get that tomorrow for sure. I ordered VR goggles actually, and I'm like, they're gonna get here tomorrow. And I was like,
Did you really?
I was curious, and I was drunk and on Amazon. They were like $30, and I was like,
The old drunk is on.
drunk as on.
No,
I was
I've drunk as on to many purchase.
Yeah.
my swords drunk as on, for sure.
Miles own swords.
I always get dumb shit I don't fucking need though. Like you can at least use a sword. I bought 10 piercing needles.
You can at
For
least
one
use a
nose piercing.
sword.
Yeah.
What's used more often in the society today? Piercing
Piercing
needles, or
needles
swords?
swords?
A sword.
All right.
All right.
So we're gonna
the awkward pause there.
and so yeah, that was a cool experience. Thanks to our buddy Mark Masters, who's been on the show before, for setting that up. I'm I'm going to watch one and be a fill-in for one tonight also. So I'm kind of excited about that.
Yeah. I mean, what did you think about it?
I thought it was good, man. It was definitely weird. I went first, or at least after Mark's warm-up set.
Yeah.
And so I definitely felt a little awkward. But like anything else, you get a laugh or two and you ease up immediately, you know, and I got that, so it was good. And it was new stuff I was excited to throw out, so it was a good experience.
Yeah. No, it's solid. We said get back on that horse.
Yeah. Also, I guess that's pretty much all I have to say about that. We are kind of working on trying to get some things happening. We're working on putting together a YouTube series. I don't want to exactly give it away yet.
Super excited about it, though.
Super excited about it. We're going to be trying to build our YouTube channel more, so keep an eye on that, guys. But what we wanted to talk about today, just for something, you know, light, something fun to talk about while the world is in chaos, we're going to talk about movies.
Talk about movies.
God, I can't go high right now.
Yeah.
Talk about movies.
God, hangover throat, dude.
Hangover throat.
I got the hangover fucking Russell right now. Holy shit.
Hangover Russell?
Yeah, like Rustly voice.
Never met that guy.
No,
Nah, he's a shithead.
Sounds like a shitty person.
Yeah.
Oh, don't fuck with that. That's Hangover Russell over
Talk
there.
about hangover Russell over here. But yeah, so we were just kind of gonna go over a list of movies that we really like, some that we've maybe watched during quarantine, ones that were inspirational to us. So how did you want to do this, Miles? You want to do like everyone's top 5 or what you've seen lately that's good?
How about let's keep it to the movies you've watched over quarantine. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Like, pick, let's talk about a couple, because one I'd like to talk about, I'll go ahead, is I brought up to you the other day. It had Chris Farley and who's
Almost Heroes.
Almost Heroes. Yeah, I was like,
Dude,
like,
so good.
I was just browsing through, like, my avid movie collection now with all the movie apps I have, and I was like, freaking, like, Chris Farley did a movie with this guy? I was like,
It was his last movie.
And yeah, that's when you guys told me that, and I was like, what? I was like, and I just saw that. Shit was a little, like, it was definitely caught me off guard, man. Humor in the 90s was just
Different.
Previews in the 90s just make me laugh, because it was also great because I would literally spend hours just like browsing these movies, but watching the preview that would come up whenever you selected it, because 90s previews are just the worst. Like,
Yeah.
here's a man on a road trip just looking for peanuts. I don't know. Like,
Looking for love.
Wait, hold on. Do you guys remember, like, on VHS tapes and even DVDs when they first started coming out, before every preview, it would either be like, coming soon to a theater near you, or coming soon to a DVD.
Yeah.
yeah.
And it was like, but it was that one, it was like kind of purple, and then it had the gold. Do you know what
Yeah,
I'm
I
talking
think
about?
I know what you're talking about.
I don't know why, but that picture is forever burnt into my brain.
I know exactly what you mean. Like, it's especially, it came out like a lot of Disney movies, I
Yes.
feel. And then they would also be like straight to DVD and
Yeah.
VHS, when it's like, oh, it's not going even to the theaters, man.
Or do you remember the corny anti-piracy?
Oh my
Like,
God.
you
We're like,
wouldn't steal a car.
Yeah, yeah.
That one, yeah.
Oh my God, it's so
don't tell me
bad.
what I would do.
Yeah, I
You
would
don't
steal a
know
car.
me.
Yeah, I would steal a car.
Yeah.
Depends on what the car is.
Yeah, that's a spoiler alert for Jared's solo
Oh yeah,
podcast coming out.
I think that might be the first episode.
I may or may not have told a story about when I actually stole a car.
Yeah, tune in.
Tune in to find out. So, trying to get it back on the original track.
What's a movie you got from quarantine?
Let's see, a movie that I got from quarantine. Oh, we just watched a movie. We've been mostly watching shows, but I just finally watched a movie the other day that I've been wanting to see. It's called Inside Llewyn Davis.
Oh, that's what you were watching the other night.
Yeah,
When I
it's
watched it,
it's not a comedy. It has some funny parts. It's a Coen Brothers movie actually.
Okay.
And it's the stars Oscar Isaac. You know Oscar Isaac
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
from Star Wars and
Yeah.
stuff. And he's a musician in the 60s who's like kind of down on his luck and is trying to make it. He was in like a duo that was relatively successful, and he's trying to go solo, and he's like having a hard time. But Oscar Isaac, I would have never guessed because I'd never seen him do it before, but he's an amazing musician. Like,
Really?
Really, really good. And there's a lot of original music in it. And it's good because it's kind of like a music biopic, but like unlike a lot of those things where it's a movie about music, like every time someone plays a song, it's them just kind of like sitting down and playing the whole song from like start to finish. It's not like snippets or anything.
Yeah, so you're actually like getting to listen to like a music.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I love movies like that, dude.
It's so
not like,
good.
Not like Notorious where they just show them on stage like singing Juicy for a second and then it's like,
And then it cuts to
all
something
right,
else.
next scene.
Like one of the movies that I saw like a little while back ago, I'll just throw this in there on that same topic, is Guava Island with Childish Gambino and Rihanna. Like it's an Amazon Prime movie. If you haven't watched it, check it out. But it's just like you get to see like Childish Gambino does some of his songs like slightly a cappella or like instrumental in this, but it's more of a musical because you see him sing a song like you just said from start to end.
Right.
You know? But it still has a story in between, and it's a little cheesy, but you don't watch it, I think, for the storyline per se. The music is
more for the music.
Yeah,
the music is on point, you know. So,
Cool. Yeah. What was the name of that one?
Guava Island got Childish Gambino, you know, Donald Glover, and Rihanna.
Nice.
And help me out,
Give me
the
another
big
movie.
black guy from Dorne that from Game
what?
of Thrones who has the axe.
Oh, Ario Hotan?
Yeah, I think he is the he plays like the I guess the bad guy in this.
Oh, really? I
Yeah.
don't know that actual actor's name.
Yeah, maybe
Right.
it's not him. Actually, I'm incorrect. It's not him. It's the other
The other big black guy?
from Game of Thrones who's in Karth. That guy.
Oh,
He-
Karth, the greatest city that ever was or will be.
Yes.
Yeah, that guy's name is Zoro Zorandaxos.
Yeah.
which
Well,
is a
that the
great
guy,
name.
the actor that plays that guy is in this movie. So
Oh, interesting.
yeah, check it out
Yeah.
in your spare time. Jared, what's movies been on your radar this quarantine?
I think 1917 is the best movie I've
Dude.
seen.
Oh, dude, so good.
I still haven't seen it, but it's luckily I'm house sitting for Angela and Anson right now,
Oh,
and
yeah.
they have a projector screen.
Right.
Oh, nice.
And I've been just kind of that's one I'm gonna put on projector screen night.
Dude,
Right.
the-
Dude, it's so good.
Make sure
One
you got,
continuous shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
pretty much, yeah. Make sure you got some good sound for that movie too, because it's noise driven. Like it's not super dialogue heavy.
It's a movie to be like made in like a theater kind of
Yeah,
experience.
dude,
It's-
I miss the movie theater so much.
Dude, you
right
can
now.
come watch it at the Kyle Ruffman
Yeah.
Theater anytime you want.
Actually,
I
did
would
you
watch
ever-
it again.
Oh, I'd definitely watch it again.
Yeah.
And I think we should watch what's the other war movie I'm trying to think of? Nolan.
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk.
Dunkirk was pretty dope, man.
It's similar to
pretty good.
Dunkirk in the sense that it's very auditory and like how you
Yeah.
how you listen to it is actually how it makes you feel. Like it's
The Dunkirk especially builds
Yeah.
suspense very well through audio and things
Yeah.
like just like it's the looming threat.
The
You know what I
visual,
mean?
the visual ness of Dunkirk, I just love. Like the ocean scenes in that, dude. That water just being as like crystal. I was like, I know this is war, but that water looks fucking refreshing. Like,
Yeah. Makes you want to go swimming.
dude, that whole movie was just like, God, I could go for a swim right now.
Especially now that the hot springs are closed, we're all swim deprived.
Yeah.
right now.
yeah, right.
I swam in the pond the other day, but that's
Dude, I would never swim in that pond.
I wouldn't swim in that pond either.
Dude, I swam in that pond. I pulled up right up to the USS Bomar. I mean, which was just our friend Bomar in
Shout out to
Inner
Bomar.
Tube. Shout out Bomar.
Sorry, Bomar, if you're listening, I'm sorry I missed your birthday party.
I
I'll be
think
there next
You
time.
piece of shit.
I'm a fucking dick.
get longer shorts, Bomar.
Yeah, I think 1917 that was the best thing I've actually watched on or during.
That's one of the best
quarantine.
movies I've seen in a long time.
Yeah.
It's very good.
Yeah. Otherwise, I always watch really shitty movies, which Kyle can vouch for on that one.
Yeah, you do.
Let's hear a shitty movie you watched over
Corky Romano.
Oh, Corky Romano is so
Corky.
bad.
I watched that the other night. It's still bad, but funny.
Remember when Chris Kattan was a thing?
No.
Corky
Yes.
Romano.
There was-
Chris Kattan.
there
Back
was
when
that-
SNL was SNL in the 90s.
Oh, if you want to see something funny, just like a random like YouTube hole to go down, go on YouTube and look up clips of Norm Macdonald and Chris Kattan.
Oh, dude.
Basically Norm Macdonald, who is just ridiculous and a genius, hated Chris Kattan.
Yeah.
Like he would always fuck with him and like make fun of him and like call him gay or like insinuate that he was gay all the time in like interviews and things like that. And Chris Kattan was always like, "Why are you being so mean to me?
Why do you hate me?"
like, what did I do to you?" And it's just there's a whole like YouTube. There's probably like 20 different videos you can find of
I'm gonna
this
need
saga.
you to yeah, no, we're gonna have to do that after this podcast. That sounds like a rabbit hole I
Dude,
want
it's
to go
so
down.
funny. I love.
Oh, and we need to watch Man Great.
Man Great.
Have you ever seen that?
Oh yes,
The Norm Macdonald
That was-
sponsor that.
yeah.
I love those videos so much.
So there was it was a YouTube show and a podcast for a while called Norm Macdonald Live,
Yeah.
and he would have these sponsors on, and the one sponsor was called the Man Grate, and it was like a thing that you put
on your grill.
It was like a grate for your grill to like cook steaks on and stuff, and Norm Macdonald just like immediately pulls it out and is like, "This is the stupidest thing ever."
Well, no, he'd like read it and be like, "This is the Man Grate."
The
like,
Man Grate.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and then he just would spend the the sponsor immediately dropped like 1 or 2 times in because they're like, "Fuck you! Don't
Yeah.
make fun of our Man Grate."
That that
So
that
funny.
literally happened to Guy Fieri. Like he used to be the spokesperson for TGI Fridays, and then someone like TMZ or something was like catching him getting into his car, and they're like, "Hey, do you really eat at TGI Fridays?" Like, "Fuck no, I don't." Like,
I got a paycheck as well.
yeah, and then the
right.
TGI Fridays was like, "Did you really say fuck no? You don't eat at our restaurants?" He was like, "Oh shit."
Oh, whoops.
He's
Well,
like,
you already paid me, huh?
Yeah. I'm already rich anyway, so who fucking cares?
But I always thought that was weird that the guy that does diners, drive-ins, and dives, literally like mom and pop restaurants, is gonna cut a deal with the shittiest fast food chain.
With like a giant
Well,
chain.
yeah. No, that makes sense because the places he goes to aren't chains.
Yeah, but then he gets a sponsorship from a chain.
That's what he's saying. It's ironic that he like
okay, I
built
see
his
what you're
brand
saying.
off
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, which
Oh, yeah,
he's
yeah.
not hasn't really done that. He's kind of moved away from that, I think, at this point. But
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's got to have more money than fucking God, dude.
yeah,
Guy Fieri's not. He can buy a lot more hair gel and dye. Put it
Yeah.
that way.
Yep.
He's not running out.
not anytime soon.
Especially now that Bourdain's gone. Rest in peace.
Yeah, no shit.
He's cornered the market of cool guy who eats food on
Eh,
TV.
You still have Gordon Ramsay though.
That's
so,
true.
Yeah.
And who was the other guy you showed me? Eddie Hong.
or Eddie Wong?
Eddie
Well,
Wong.
Eddie Wong's like a younger generation. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? He's
His show is like more of a travel show too. It seems like.
It is. I've learned a lot about. I didn't know about that guy until I started watching that show Fresh Off the Boat, and then I was like,
Fresh off the boat.
yeah.
Danny
If you
Brown.
don't know, now you know. Yeah, I love that show. Anyways, but as a kid, he just showed where he like loved cooking, and he worked at his dad's restaurant and whatnot. And then I guess he eventually went to culinary school, and I was like, what? Yeah, but I read his Instagram post, and I guess he actually went to like college for other stuff too. Like he had professors where he had to write like papers and like whatnot. So he got pretty educated and whatnot, not only like with culinary stuff, but like foreign affairs as well, because I think he also wanted to like incorporate like, other ethnic cultures and stuff into his food and stuff. So.
Right.
But yeah,
I do like his show, but I'm more of an Action Bronson fan. Fuck, that's delicious.
I love that show too. But
Yeah.
I also am just extremely jealous of Action Bronson, and I can't really watch him do it because like I'm a large dude and he's a large dude. He cooks and he kind of raps. I mean, he raps. I'm
He's
not-
a pretty good rapper.
He's a pretty good rapper.
He's got some good songs.
He does. I'm not gonna take away from him. I'm just jealous. It's just envy. I want what I want to do what he does. I want
He
to rap.
stole your life,
He
Miles.
stole my life. That's all I'm upset about.
Man, you just got to be from Brooklyn and
Yeah, instead
Not
I'm
a
from Alabama
or
and
wherever the fuck he's from, Brooklyn or Queens.
He's from
I
New
don't know.
York.
Yeah, he's from New York.
Whatever, meatballs.
So yeah, talking about movies.
Yeah, the movie Chef is another one I watched over quarantine.
Oh,
How about
yeah.
that? Well,
Oh, was that the one with Bradley Cooper?
No, that's Favreau.
no, Chef is with John Favreau.
Okay.
Sofia Vergara.
What?
Sofia Vergara. I can never say her
Vergara?
right.
Viraga?
Vergara.
Vergara?
She's the one
Sofia
from
Vergara.
The
Modern-
Departed.
No,
No,
she's
she's
from
from
Modern
Modern
Family.
Oh no, that's Vera something else.
Yeah, she has a weird name too. I watched a movie with her.
Oh yeah, I don't know how to say her. You're talking about Damon's chick and
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know how to say her.
It's
name.
Vera
Vina.
Svara, something like that.
French as fuck or something. I don't know.
Oh, who
Yeah,
knows?
she's from Boston though.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Then yes.
Yeah, and even Robert Downey Jr. has a cameo in it.
Oh really?
Yeah. Also,
RDJ.
Well, of course he does.
In
It's
the
John
It's-
Favreau.
John Favreau.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
It's Lucky and
is it?
wait, what's his?
What do you?
I'm talking about the Avengers. It's Tony Stark and his right hand man, which is named
Happy?
Happy.
Happy.
I said
Yeah,
Lucky.
you're right.
I
I
was
thought
like,
I thought
yeah.
it was Lucky too when you said it.
I was like, lucky for what?
Yeah.
His charms.
For a second, I was like, was Robert Downey Jr. in Swingers? And you're naming the characters? Is like, yeah, that's not right.
Great movie. Anyways, movies.
Yeah.
So what else have you seen over quarantine, or is there something that's on the to-do list for quarantine?
Ooh. I've been on a little bit of a scary movie kick, you know, like
Wait, hon. You saying horror movies or the movie Scary Movie?
horror movies,
Okay.
not like Amy. You know,
didn't watch like Scary Movie 1 and then
Anna
Scary Movie
Faris.
2.
Yeah,
and-
no, I'm not talking like Anna Faris and Anthony Anderson. Not that, you know.
Dude, that was one of Kevin Hart's
First-
first movies.
yeah,
was
Scary
I think
Movie
Scary
3.
Movie 3. Yeah,
Oh, dude,
so funny.
come a long way since then.
He's
You
doing
know, look at
okay.
I think it's funny to look at all those actors from Scary Movie, and it's just like even Anthony Anderson's doing fine. Like,
Oh yeah, he's doing great.
Oh yeah.
yeah, you know, all these actors that started. Charlie Sheen, we don't
Oh.
know.
Is he even alive still? I mean,
don't-
I
I
know
don't-
he's
Man,
not.
he disappeared real quick, didn't he?
Yeah, because
Did COVID get him?
No, he fucking came out. He came out that he had AIDS, and everyone was like,
That's not surprising.
they were like, all right, well, fuck off now. Like, we're good with the tiger blood and shit. You can
Yeah,
sit
right.
down now.
Your tiger blood has AIDS in it.
Yeah. We don't want any AIDS tiger blood, okay?
Yeah, but
Sorry, yeah. What horror movies you
yeah.
watching?
So I did. I wanted to do Us. I did eventually watch Us, but
Is that the other Jordan Peele movie?
yeah. Well, I was
Okay.
about to say I watched
Oh,
the
yeah.
first Jordan Peele one, which was Get Out, which
Yeah.
I'd already
Right.
seen that, but I wanted to just.
That's a good flick.
It's a good one.
But parts of that were shot in a town near me in Fairhope. So
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, it's a southern rich part of area. Yeah, so.
Right.
But yeah, so I watched that, and then I watched Us, and Us that's kind of thing. I like psychological thrillers, you know, kind of sort of, you know, that
Oh,
make
yeah.
you think, and that's kind of really more what Us was. It eventually gets like you know, horror and horrific and whatnot, you know, with all
Right.
the stabbings and shit. But
No.
it was a trippy ass movie. I really did like that. And then after that, we had a scary movie night at homeboy Anton's house, and we watched The Conjuring and then The Conjuring Part 2.
Mm.
You didn't like them?
I don't like either of those movies. I don't know why. It's a good story, and I like horror movies. For some reason, The Conjuring struck me weird.
I thought the first Conjuring was better than the second one, but now
Yeah.
they have a whole like
There's a line of those things.
yeah, which they have Annabelle Comes Home, The
Yeah.
Nun, and
Those
then
are all the same
It's all
movie
the
universe.
it's-
the same universe,
Oh, I
yeah.
did
Which
not
I
know
think
that.
it's James Wan who does this. Who's the
I
director?
think you might be right.
Yeah, who can't remember what he did. Is he Fast and the Furious guy?
No, that's Clyde Singleton. No,
I have no idea.
fuck.
Justin Lin, maybe.
That's who it is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know what James, but I think James Wan is the guy. But anyways, yeah. So I'm trying to, but I really want to see the my Spanish is gonna sound terrible. The Llorona, which is about like this lady who steals kids and whatnot.
Mm.
Sounds
yeah.
like a family movie.
Yeah. Well, my mom used to, or not my mom, my grandma used to
Used to
tell us
steal
those
children.
stories. Yeah. Well, that's how they made you go to bed. My Mexican side of the family would be like, go to sleep or the Llorona will get you, which is this lady who drowned her kids. And then she
Jesus.
comes back as a ghost and like steals
What the
kids who aren't
fuck?
going. Yeah, dude. And that's
Go to sleep or else
Dude, my parents used to read me like
bedtime stories.
Yeah.
Like nice things.
fucking Dr. Seuss.
don't have Mexican grandparents, I guess. Like, go to sleep or something will eat you.
Like,
Like,
fuck, man. It's like, okay, yeah, scare the shit out of me before I go to bed.
that's
That's
actually.
why I don't watch horror movies before bed.
Yeah,
Right.
dude. On that same note, like on horror movies, one of the first horror movies I ever watched was The Exorcist. And my
Oh,
aunt
okay.
showed me and my sister that. Like, I literally just turned 7 years old, and my aunt thought it'd be like, yeah, let's just show the kids this movie, and it like rocked me. Like, I was like, what the fuck at the end of it. And at the end, I was just like, me and my sister, we watched a lot of scary movies that summer,
Yeah.
like Halloween, Scream, and you know, at the end of them all, we'd just be like, we're glad that's just a scary movie and that can't happen in real life. You know, just reassure ourselves and we go to sleep peacefully. I said that, and afterwards, my grandma was like, oh no, mijito, it's been proven by the Catholic Church. Like, people get possessed by demons all the time. All the time.
Proven by the church.
Yeah,
That is
it
a
happens
very-
all the time in Catholic. And she like went on and like she was like, and then she said all these prayers in Spanish to bless me, but that didn't make me feel any better. Like, you know,
I'm sorry. Those
Christian prayers in alternate language are still kind of weird to hear out loud and whatnot. Like, so yeah, no, like I was like scared shitless for I swear to God like 3 years because my grandma literally was like, no, people get possessed by the devil. Like, that's legit.
dude.
Jesus.
You know what? You know what movie scared me for like a long time when I was a kid?
Which one?
The Ring.
Ooh,
That
I
came
can
out when
see
I was
that,
like 7 or 8.
especially
it's
because
a scary
you
fucking movie.
yeah.
Dude, it's creepy as shit. That girl's fucking face was like stuck in my mind.
Oh, and then at the end when they do a quick like montage and they show the face of that dude who when you know how
yeah,
at the
it's all
end
fucked up
it's
and
all
shit.
like moldy and like smeared and shit.
Well, yeah, it's
But
like
and then
all
also at the end of
contorted.
it, they show you the whole like the movie, the film that you're
Yeah.
not supposed to watch
Yeah.
or you'll
Right.
die.
Yeah.
7 days.
Yeah, I remember going to see that movie, and like again, it was like me and a buddy of mine from high school. Like, oh, dude, movie night, let's go see a scary movie. We were gonna go see Ghost Ship, and they were
Oh
like,
my God.
you can't go
Ship?
see, like you can't see Ghost Ship. It's rated R. We're only like 16 or whatever. We're like, well, shit. Well, I guess we'll see The Ring. And we were like,
that's
oh
a-
my God, that was like
Scariest.
so scary. And then I see Ghost Ship like a couple like days later. I was like, oh, that was whack.
Yeah,
Like,
Ghost Ship was fucking
Ghost Ship
horrible.
was only rated R because you see titties.
Yeah.
Like,
What
It
the
was
fuck
one of
is
those
Ghost
movies.
Ship?
Exactly.
exactly.
Yeah.
It's about
Yes.
Jesus.
it's about a ship on the water that's haunted.
And how.
Yeah.
Dude, that movie sucks balls. Like, I watch shitty movies and I wouldn't watch Ghost Ship.
I watched the Meg over quarantine.
Which is short for the Megalodon.
Yeah,
Not
on
the
topic
Meg
of
Ryan.
shitty. Yeah, now we're not talking about Meg Ryan.
It's a
Is
horror.
that how they refer to her
It's
in
a
Hollywood?
She's the Meg.
It's
Yeah.
a horror
dude.
movie starring Meg Ryan.
the
And they're
Meg.
like, Meg Ryan's coming. And everyone's she's like, I'm going to fucking kill you.
Yeah.
Save us, Tom Hanks.
I used to
You've
fuck-
got mail. And then she kills you.
She just says a shitty movie. She stabs you.
We should write movies.
Oh my God. What other shitty movies is she in?
What
That's
else
the
is
only
Meg
thing I
Ryan
could
in?
think of. I was like, Meg Ryan. What was she? Yeah, Tom Hanks. Yeah, You've Got Mail. That was
Wait,
her.
wasn't she? No. I was gonna say Jerry Maguire. That's Renee Zellweger.
Oh, the Rosells.
Wasn't she
Fuck. What the hell else?
dating Tom Cruise for a while? Is that who I'm thinking of?
Meg Ryan?
I
Yeah.
don't know. I feel
I
like
don't
she's
know. I've lost track of who
don't
Tom
know.
Cruise dated.
She's
I thought
had-
they did movies together.
she's had a lot of high profile relationships with
Yes.
like extremely famous people.
That's the Meg will get you.
Meg.
The Meg.
But this Meg had
Coming
Jason
soon to
Statham's drop kicking a big ass shark.
Jesus Christ.
I saw the previews for that, and it's just like this unbelievably large shark, and there'll be like one person swimming, and it's going to eat him, and it's just like, why would it even waste its time with you and go eat
That's
a whale?
Well, also, I'm like, it's like, yeah, literally, like, dude,
It's
I
like
could-
you eating an
It
ant.
wants human.
Yeah,
know?
it's like me literally like, oh, dude, there's this ant over there, but I could just go to the store over there
Yeah.
and get a cheeseburger.
Like you're not gonna take
No.
your time to chase down an
Like-
ant and eat it.
You're holding like a burrito, and then you see an ant, and you're like, "Ooh, well, fuck this burrito."
Exactly.
Looks like Daddy's getting a snack.
Yeah, it's so dumb.
Yeah, but they also, who else is in it? Rainn Wilson from The Office.
Oh, nice.
Fucking
He's
Dwight.
like, dude, literally, I just got so high, I just laughed the entire time because it's just the worst.
It's kind of supposed to be corny, isn't
like
it?
It is,
Sharknado.
and that's
Yeah.
kind of what they're there for, you know, like
Right.
because I could just. It's just so. It was all stupid, just so stupidly stupid. The storyline was dumb. The shark was dumb. Like there was a stupid scene where there's like this fat little like Thai kid, and he's like, "I want to go swimming," and they're like, he's like, "Stay close," and just stereotypically he has like a little ring around him, like a little inner tube ring, and he's eating an ice cream, like, and he's just, "I'm gonna go in the water." I'm like, that's just. As
And
a
the
fat-
megalodon.
I was like, as a fat kid, I would have never done that. You know, I would like that's. I'm not fitting the stereotype. You're not gonna put me in that mold. Like, no way.
but again, yeah, like it's a little kid and 100-foot long shark eats him.
Well, the whole thing is like
So
it's
dumb.
going into shore where it's literally a highly populated beach in Thailand. Like,
So it's just Jaws, but on like crack and heroin.
How's
Yeah,
it going to
and
fit
it-
in the shore? It's a
and it's
60
more-
or
and there's-
100-foot long shark.
Cause it's a movie, Kyle.
so, yeah.
God damn it. God damn you, Meg Ryan.
I've seen. Fucking.
That's just it. The little kid and Meg Ryan just pops up from behind him out of the water. It's like,
We need to talk Mac into making the Meg like movie poster, but instead it's
just Meg Ryan.
Dude.
Like that movie poster where it's like the big jaws from the like top down view of the water,
yeah.
but it's just Meg
Oh,
Ryan's
dude, that's
face.
literally my shirt. That's the back of this shirt.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's a face of a big shark. Look at that.
Except it's a fucking skate shop that I used to go to.
Boarding house?
Yeah, it's the skate shop of Hyannis.
Oh, that's a good name for a skate shop.
Yeah,
boarding
because
house
it's like a boarding school, but it's also like skateboards.
Yeah.
Very clever.
Let's see what they did there.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Very clever. I want to look up what other movies Meg Ryan is in.
In the meantime, I always like to ask this if we're talking movies. What is your number one go-to movie?
Like to watch over and over again.
Over and over again.
The Departed.
Really?
That's a good one.
It's
fucking
one
good
if you
movie.
really want me to shut the fuck up, just put it on and I'll eventually just get sucked in. Like if you want I can't if it's on, I literally can't do anything. I just get drawn in, you know.
Yeah, fair enough. Dude, I do like The Departed. That's a good fucking movie.
Yeah.
For me, well, I don't think you know this, but Kyle knows. Ocean's 11, hand down.
I
hands down.
can fuck with that.
That's
That's one of my favorite movies. Ocean's 11 and Ocean's 13. Ocean's 12 can.
It's all right.
It's all right. What I've
13's
read about
better.
that is 12 was the movie they had the most fun making
Yes.
because there was no pressure. They knew it wasn't going to be as good as the first one.
Yeah, it was kind of dumb.
So they were literally like, let's just have fun with this, and that was more for them. It wasn't for us.
Well, dude, 13 though, when they came back, dude, they came back strong with
I like-
Pacino.
Yeah.
I still haven't
Dude.
seen 13 yet.
What?
We should watch that before you go to Carolina.
Sure. Let's do
Dude,
it.
it's a fucking good movie, man.
Yeah, Ocean's 13 fucks.
Pacino is great in that movie.
Dude, Pacino kicks ass.
Yeah.
Plus,
Well, no,
it's
he
still
just-
got Bernie Mac in it, you know?
Nice.
rest in
Bernie
peace.
Mac deceased not too long after that, I'm pretty sure.
Well, they were gonna make another one because 13 did so well, and he fucking died.
Yeah, and you can't, dude. Honestly, if they did another Ocean's movie without Bernie Mac,
It would be the same.
no. And instead, they gave us Ocean's 8, which I'm not gonna talk about it.
I heard it was bad.
I feel like if I talk about it, then I'm just bashing all of women's rights for some reason. But,
I know.
So I'm just not gonna do it. It's just
Yeah, you
I
talk
hate-
to girls who are the feminist type, and you bring it up.
yeah.
There's kind of a look don't even fucking criticize this movie.
Yeah, I'm-
even though they know it sucks,
Yeah,
but
I'm
it's
like,
they can't
Dude,
quite.
that's the
grapple
thing
with
too.
it.
I'm I like all of these actresses a lot. For
Oh yeah,
Sandy Bully, dude.
Sandy Bulls, dude.
Dude,
Sandra
Sandy
Bullock.
Bulls. I've had a crush on her since Speed. You know,
Kate Blanchett,
Kate
dude?
Blanchett's dude.
Yeah.
The Blanche.
Isn't Rihanna in that?
Yeah, I think she
Rihanna?
is. Yeah, the Rihanna.
Aquafina's.
Who are the other 5?
I have no idea.
Mindy Kaling.
Mindy Kaling?
I don't
Mindy
know- I don't know who the
Kaling's?
fuck that
That's
is.
one from The Office, right?
Yeah, the Indian chick from The
Oh,
Office.
Mindy Kaling?
Yeah, I thought it was Kaling.
I have no idea. I always thought it was Kaling because I'm an idiot.
I don't know.
Either of us could be
I'm
right.
kind of a stupid
Mindy-
person, so.
Kaling?
The Indian chick from The Office. and
and 4 other women.
Here, hold
yeah,
on, we're gonna- no.
Anne Hathaway's is in it, but she's
And Hathaway's?
yeah,
Is she the bad
she's
person?
she's the bad guy.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I guess who's the James Corden's in it? That's the one male actor that we don't feel
James
threatened
Corden.
by you. You
Yeah,
could be
right.
in our movie.
You're the
You're
doughiest,
British
softest
and
dude.
fat and friend zoned by all of us.
I kind of like James Corden. I think he's
I
kinda
do
funny.
like
Oh, he's
James
funny.
Corden, but
Okay.
it's also literally if all the girls from
I wouldn't
Steamboat-
call him an alpha male. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, about to say if all the
No.
girls from
No.
Steamboat made their own Ocean's 8, you know who'd be the only dude in that movie? It's probably gonna be me, and I'm just gonna be like, "Hey guys, I brought the car around. I heard you needed a ride."
Oh, also Meg Ryan was in Top Gun.
Oh, yeah, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I fucking
That's what
knew
I
that.
thought.
Yeah,
didn't
well, we
say it.
also said, didn't she date Tom Cruise? And we're like, maybe.
Yeah,
That
she's-
sounds-
she did-
She's Goose's girl.
yeah, but Tom Cruise probably still.
Tom Cruise was the one banging her. But let's
Yeah,
get real.
for
It was
real.
Tom Cruise.
He was like, take this Scientology D.
Actually, it was fucking probably Doc Holliday slid in there first because he's the
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Val Kilmer. He's like, I'm Batman, dude. Get the fuck out of my way.
Yeah,
I'm gonna bang everybody.
but before that, he was like, I'm Doc Holliday.
Oh, I didn't realize
Mm.
Ruben was in Ocean's 8.
Stuttered?
No, the guy that played the guy that
Elliot-
plays Ruben.
Yeah, Elliot Gould.
yeah,
Elliot
He
Gould.
plays
The-
he plays Ruben in it.
yeah, he
I
plays
know
him.
that.
He plays himself.
Well, because the whole idea is that Sandra Bullock is
Danny Ocean's little sister.
Yeah,
Right.
and then he died. That was the part I didn't like about it.
Yeah, but I say it's like, don't kill off Danny O.
That was like
Right?
that was the only piece of it. I didn't think it was that bad of a movie. I thought it was decent. It just wasn't. I don't know. It's just weird having a different cast. I'm so used to the like original Ocean's Crew.
Yeah,
That's
like
what it.
Scott Conn and
Dude, Scott Conn is so good in that.
I
Him and Casey Affleck.
Yeah.
dude,
twins.
that's one of my favorite dynamic because that's literally like I feel like me and my friends do that to each other all the time in the store. Like,
Oh yeah, dude.
back home, just that's how you fuck with your robust friends. I feel like,
Right.
Yeah.
Legit though. What's your go-to? I think I know the answer.
My
but what's the
go-to movie, it's probably. I'm not a big repeater, but I've seen. It's more comedies that I'll repeat. Like I've seen Let's Go to Prison a whole bunch of times.
That's
Obviously,
exactly what I was thinking.
I
Yeah.
do like that movie.
That
though.
movie's so
Dude,
good.
it's so fucking funny.
That when I was a kid, the movie that I would watch all the time.
Ace Ventura.
Well, that one and another one, Spy Hard.
Oh, dude, Spy Hard
Spy
is
Hard?
so funny. Yeah,
Is
it's
it?
with
It's-
Leslie
It's
Nielsen.
Leslie Nielsen, and he does like it's kind of like Airplane or the other like really silly
Yeah.
movies, but it's a parody movie of like a bunch of different movies, including like James Bond
Yeah.
mostly. Like his code name is Agent WD-40.
Yeah.
Instead of 007, and it's just so
Fucking
ridiculous.
And
It's
then
so funny.
I think Dick Van Dyke is the bad guy.
Yes.
The guy with no arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's Dick Van Dyke.
Dude, it's so funny.
It's a fucking great movie.
It's so great. And it's so dumb and just like exactly what you want it to be.
Yeah, if you ever want to get stoned and watch a dumb comedy, Spy Hard is
the
way
best.
to go.
I'll have to give that one a go ski.
It's
Oh,
like
dude.
it's like the Naked Gun movies he would do, but
Yeah.
it's more of
That's
a parody
immediately
of
what I was
movies.
thinking.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
It's
yeah.
in that same vein.
Yeah.
But it's like even more like intentionally silly. All like constant, like every second is like a
Every-
silly joke, like
yeah.
Airplane is. You know what I
Everything
mean?
is a fucking gag. It's
Oh my God.
One of my favorite like airplane bits was whatever like there's a woman posing like it's one of like the first set of tits I saw as a kid. Like a woman's like posing and like he's supposed to be painting her, but instead he's literally just like painting a thing of roses instead.
Is it like a stick figure he's painting or
I've,
something
I've
like
seen
that?
the stick figure one, but I thought it might be Airplane 2 where he's like, you can go now, where it's like there's the woman posing. You
And
know,
he's
but-
just painting like whatever's behind her or something
yeah,
like
he's
that.
just literally just painting like a landscape. Like-
So she's just naked standing there.
yeah.
It's so funny.
Go-
Oh my God,
Going
yeah.
back for a second, how much a week do you think we quote Let's Go to Prison?
At least 2 or 3 times.
I feel like the two top quoted movies in this house are Team America
Yes.
and Let's Go to Prison.
Yes. Well, Team America is another one too, especially.
That's definitely a
I watch
go-to.
it at least once a year. It's it's so funny, dude.
I've already seen it like twice this year.
And what's funny is like the last time we watched it, there was like still things that we were noticing that we
Dude,
had
the
noticed.
hammer?
Like,
Yeah.
I just watched it. We watched it over here, and like I hadn't seen that movie in God, like
It came out in 2004, I think.
Yeah.
yeah.
Like that's
No, dude, I feel like it came out. Maybe it did.
Let's ask the Google machine.
I want to say 2004. That could
I
be
think
wrong.
90s almost. Like
No. That came out after South Park was already a thing.
It did. It was before or after
'Cause
the South Park movie.
Because basketball.
Yes, it was indeed 2004.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, because I was gonna say basketball came out around the same time as South Park getting big.
Right.
Then they made the South Park movie, and then Team America was like the next big thing.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that's
I
right.
remember that.
Dude, so
Dude,
funny.
it's so
You know,
fucking
you know, it was a movie I was actually quoting earlier today, and I it's one that I actually put in like I have to watch it once a year or the bad guys win. Is Tropic Thunder?
So good.
Oh, like just
so
the,
funny.
the
That's
amount-
one that you like quote all the time. You don't even think about it.
exactly. I just quote that one like Mother Nature just shit her pantsuit. Like
Dude, that movie had such a backlash on it
well,
Oh,
the thing
yeah.
is
because
too.
of Simple Jack.
Simple Jack.
Not only
well,
that, but
nowadays it's getting it because of the Robert Downey
Robert
Jr.
Downey
part.
Jr.
yeah,
doing
that's right. I
blackface.
forgot about that.
He's like literally in the last year made like a public apology for that movie that came out.
But it's
20 years
literally
ago.
one of my
Yep.
favorite movies. And I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry to.
That's fucking.
I know
That's
it's
so
stupid.
bullshit, dude. Okay, like
It's revisionist history.
this
It's
this
annoying.
whole fucking cancel culture shit is so dumb.
yeah.
It's like, oh, people don't change over the course of 10 years. Go fuck off.
right,
They made that movie in I think 08 ish.
right.
Yeah.
And it was like meant to intentionally be like
like that's the whole thing.
Like
is
there's
if
a
you don't-
black
if-
guy in the movie who's like, really? There's one part for a black guy, and they gave it to you, and like that's the
That's the-
joke.
yeah.
About
That's
to
the
say is like
fucking
if you
joke.
don't understand that this is why like we think this movie is hilarious is because literally like you're playing an actor who's having to wear blackface, so that the joke's already there. If
They're
you don't,
Right.
They're
The
making
whole
fun
point
of-
is funny is because it's not something that you should do.
Right.
and that
That's-
same thing when freaking Simple Jack, like they were literally like, dude, you don't go full retard in a movie.
Yeah.
They literally
That's-
say
that's
that. Like,
I know.
everyone knows you don't go full retard.
Seriously, that's oh my god, people are so dumb.
And it's so frustrating. Well, guys, we're been in it for a minute. We should probably wrap it up. Any other? If you could recommend people watch one movie during the quarantine, what would it be?
Remember the Titans.
Oh, so good, so good.
I watched it over quarantine during my sports
God
week
damn.
phase when I watched all the Mighty Ducks, Miracle, The Replacements, and then I was like, I gotta end on a strong note. I'll
Dude.
finish with Remember the Titans.
And like every kid on that football team is like famous now.
dude,
Like
And
Ryan
you-
Gosling is one of them.
yeah, but
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Yeah.
And all the girls were like swooning over Ryan Gosling. I was like, that's the dude that couldn't stick 45. What are you talking about, bitch?
Oh man, let's see what else. What do you got, Jared?
Fuck, that's a tough one, man. I don't. One movie to watch over quarantine.
Don't think about it too hard.
Beer
Night at the Roxbury. Oh, Beer Fest, dude.
Yeah, we were just talking about Beer Fest.
Oh, actually, you know what? A good movie to watch during quarantine if you're down for like a comedy or like something dumb is fucking. What's that Broken Lizard movie on the island?
Oh, Club Dread.
Club Dread.
Yeah.
Watch Club Dread, dude. We watched that. I don't know if you did, but I watched it like.
I've
a
never
month
seen
ago.
it start to finish.
I watched it like a month ago. Still fucking hilarious,
Nice,
in my opinion. But
nice. I met all those guys once. I told you that.
Yeah,
yeah,
I've
you
heard this
told us
story.
that.
Let's see. My recommendation: if you want a serious movie, you haven't seen 1917 yet, go see it.
Yeah.
Or if you want a more obscure one, go watch Children of Men. Children of Men is
is
an
that?
amazing movie. I think you've seen it. It's like a post-apocalyptic futuristic movie where the entire human race has stopped reproducing and nobody knows why. And it's like
Oh.
everyone's freaking out and like politics are crazy. And like there's a kid who's the youngest kid in the world. He's like 19 years old and he gets killed, and then like there's riots and all kinds of crazy shit. But it's
I
really, really good. It's Clive Owen.
yeah. I
Ooh, that-
know
this
what
sounds
this is.
like. Yeah,
I know what this is, but I've never seen
At
it.
the time, it was before they had like Birdman in 1917, where it was all one shot. At the time, it had the longest continuous shot in cinema history,
No shit.
really.
which actually might still hold because like 1917 isn't actually done in one shot. It's
Yeah,
just done in the
Right.
style of
It's
one
in-
shot.
yeah.
yeah.
But there's one scene that's like 13 minutes long, and it's one shot, but it's like an action shot. So like shit's blowing up, and like it's like a middle of a war zone, and he's like running through it, and it's continuous for like about a dozen minutes, something like that. It's very, very good.
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, Children
I'll
of
check that
Men, check it out. And if you want to watch something funny, go watch Let's Go to Prison.
I was about to go. Let's go to prison.
Let's go to prison. That's a very. I don't even know if that was in theaters. It might
It
not
was.
have been.
I saw it in theaters.
Did you?
That's
Yeah.
where I saw it. Was
I saw it on Comedy Central.
It
I
was not a big movie when it came out.
No.
that's the
I
point.
worked in a movie theater, and then I still had homies that worked like made it to management at said movie theater, so I was still reaping those benefits for like a minute.
Nice.
So any time a movie came out that was halfway looked good, like we saw it, and Let's Go to Prison. Like I think I still worked there when it came out. And
Oh man, it's
it was
so
dope,
good.
dude.
So good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's wrap it up there. Thanks everyone for listening. This was our ramble on attempt to talk about movies podcast.
Sorry about the tangents.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You got
you're
nothing
not.
better to do, admit it.
This is how our brains work. People get used to it.
Get used to it.
And yeah, keep checking us out. Check out steamboatcomedy.com. We're going to have some things coming your way soon on the YouTube channel and some other things. So, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time.
Lates.
See ya.
See you later.
Rain or shine, it's here to make you laugh. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast. It's the Steamboat Comedy Podcast.